Hello everyone, my name is Quad and welcome to a quick summary of the Warframe comic or graphic novel series known as Warframe GHOULS. This will be a 5-part series since the series has 5 issues, or volumes. It features many important characters we can find in the Warframe universe, such as Captain War, Little Duck, and the Ostrons. The series was written by Matt Hawkins and Ryan Cady, with additional contributions from Cam Rogers and Ryan Moll. The comics were drawn by Studio Hive and lettered by Tori Petrie. In addition, the covers of the comics were designed by Stjepan Šelić, Antilio Rojo, and Kevin Glint. If I mispronounced any of the names, I am terribly sorry. I am also very sad to say that I cannot share the visuals of the comic due to copyright infringement, so most of the footage in the video will either be from the game or pictures. I also made a summary of the comics suitable for narrative stories, so hopefully everything unravels okay. With that out of the way though, let's delve deep into the story of Warframe GHOULS. Amidst the idyllic and peaceful Ostron village, where nature's beauty merged seamlessly with tranquil living, an ominous shadow loomed on the horizon. The serenity was soon shattered as the malevolent Grineer army approached, led by the heartless and ruthless Captain War. Their insatiable hunger for power and ancient knowledge drove them to seek out rumored Orokin artifacts hidden deep within the vicinity. As the Grineer soldiers swarmed the village, they left chaos and destruction in their wake, ransacking every home, desperate to lay their hands on the elusive relics of the past. The Ostron villagers, once immersed in life of harmony, now found themselves engulfed in fear and despair as the invaders spared no mercy in their relentless pursuit. Despite the Grineer's fervent efforts, the mystical Orokin artifacts remained elusive, hidden from their grasp. Infuriated by their fruitless search, Captain War's patience wore thin, and he branded the innocent Ostrons as rebels. In a chilling decree, he ordered the immediate execution of the villagers, determined to make an example of their defiance. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the village descended into an inferno of chaos and tragedy. Buildings that once stood as symbols of community and unity were now engulfed in flames, their flickering light reflecting the desperation in the eyes of the fleeing Ostron residents. The air was filled with heart-wrenching cries of families torn apart, and the haunting sound of Grineer weapons echoed throughout the once peaceful streets. Amidst the devastation, a brave few attempted to resist the Grineer onslaught, but they were swiftly silenced by the ruthless oppressors. Every moment seemed like an eternity, and hope was slipping away like grains of sand through an hourglass. In the remote confines of a small humble hut, Mitsuki, a young and terrified Ostron child, huddled in the darkness, her heart pounding as she listened to the harrowing sounds of chaos echoing outside. The air was thick with fear and the acrid scent of destruction as a brutal Grineer massacre unfolded. Just as the violence seemed insurmountable, hope materialized from the heavens itself. A figure shrouded in a luminous blue aura descended gracefully from the sky, revealing the awe-inspiring form of the Excalibur Warframe. The village had heard tales of the legendary Warframes, but witnessing one in action was an awe-inspiring experience, to say the least. With unparalleled skill and sheer power, the Warframe confronted the Grineer invaders, and the battleground turned into a symphony of blinding energy and devastating force. The Warframe's combat prowess was breathtaking, as it pushed back the Grineer forces, their weapons no match for the ethereal warrior's might. However, amidst the frenzy of combat, the Warframe's keen sense detected something amiss: the faint cries of a defenseless child amidst the chaos. Looking past the brutal warfare, the Warframe caught sight of Mitsuki, caught in the path of an enraged Grineer who was driving a colossal, menacing vehicle towards the innocent child. For a fleeting moment, the Warframe hesitated, torn between fulfilling its duty of driving off the Grineer or saving the life of a single, endangered child. In that crucial moment, compassion overruled the cold calculation of battle. Determined to protect the innocent, the Warframe made a decision that would alter the course of events. Summoning every ounce of agility and power, the Warframe lunged forward with a superhuman speed, just in time to swoop Mitsuki up into its protective embrace. In one swift motion, the Warframe carried the young Ostron to safety, ensuring that she remained shielded from the ongoing conflict. Even as the battle raged on, the Warframe remained steadfast in its commitment to safeguard the village. The immense power it wielded was now tempered with compassion, a powerful reminder that even in the midst of war, acts of selflessness and kindness could flourish. After a long fight, Grineer forces had been forced to retreat, leaving the village battered but standing, thanks to the intervention of the Tenno. In the aftermath of the Grineer retreat, Captain War's frustration and fury surged through him. Determined to reclaim their honor and exact revenge on the Tenno, he grimly decided that the entire Grineer unit would engage in one final, desperate charge against the formidable foe, when they inevitably returned. However, a lone Grineer commander, driven by desire to spare his comrades from certain doom, mustered the courage to plead with Captain War to reconsider. He suggested a daring alternative, employing the ghouls, vicious and relentless creatures bred for combat, to lead a charge instead. Despite the commander's plea, Captain War's temper flared, and he violently lashed out on the brave commander, dismissing his proposal. Nevertheless, the commander's words seemed to echo in Captain War's mind as the night wore on. He decided he will employ the ghouls. In the pre-dawn hours, the heavens opened up, and the rain poured down relentlessly, as if nature itself forewarned of the impending clash. The sound of clumsy footsteps could be heard approaching from the distance, growing louder and more chaotic with each passing moment. It was then when the Excalibur stepped out into the rain-soaked battlefield. His resolve unwavering, he braced himself for an imminent confrontation. Meanwhile, within the safety of their encampment, Mitsuki listened to Excalibur's departure. Concern and hope intertwined within her heart as she wished him good luck. As the light of dawn began to pierce through the stormy clouds, the deafening roar of the ghouls echoed across the battlefield. A grisly sight unfolded as the mutated monstrosities, each more terrifying than the last, charged forward with reckless abandon. Behind them, the Grineer ranks followed suit, hesitantly at first, but soon matching the ghouls' ferocity as Captain War's orders rang in their ears. Excalibur stood fearlessly against the onslaught, pushing his limits to the brink to repel the enemy. However, the sheer magnitude of the enemy's overwhelming numbers began to take its toll on the mighty Warframe. Despite Excalibur's exceptional combat abilities, the tide of battle seemed to turn against him, as the relentless Grineer advance threatened to overwhelm the valiant defender. Each moment brought the Warframe closer to exhaustion, and defeat appeared inevitable. The situation deemed a tactical intervention, and it was at this crucial moment that the Lotus, an ever-watchful guide for the Tenno, recognized the urgency for support. With Excalibur pinned down and the danger escalating, Lotus swiftly reached out to another powerful Warframe named Mag, who was known for her mastery of the magnetic forces. Without hesitation, Mag burst into action, her energy surging as she made her way to confront Captain War. The landing craft lit up and set its course to Earth. But how she confronted Captain War is a story for another day. Thank you for coming by and listening to the first part of this 5-part series. I wish you a very nice day, and goodbye.